Marhaban bikum. I'm Sam Ross with Qasid Online. Today we're going to be discussing a su'al, the question, which appears in Book 1 of Chapter 1 of Al-Kitaab. How do you ask a question in Arabic? You basically have two options. The first one's probably universal in most languages, and the second one is specific to Arabic. Let's take a look. Questions in English and Arabic, method number one. Basically in English, I can use a pitch rise. I can raise my voice at the end of the sentence. Consider, for example, the sentence, Maha's father is Egyptian. It's declarative, right? I just told you something. Her father is not Lebanese or Syrian or something like that. If I raise my voice at the end, it becomes a question. Check it out. I can go, Maha's father is Egyptian? It sounds like a question. Same thing in Arabic. So consider, for example, a pitch rise with the sentence, Walad Maha Misri. That's declarative. Walad Maha Misri. What about as a question form? I could say, Walad Maha Misri? Then it turns into a question. Straightforward. The second case is method number two. And what I'm going to do in Arabic, I'm going to prepend a question word. What does prepending mean? I kind of made that word up, but it kind of means to stick something in front as opposed to at the end. It's the opposite of appending. And in Arabic, we have a whole bunch of question words, little question prefixes. Let's go down the list together. We'll do a screen cut so you can see this. First one's hal. Hal is used to make a yes-no question, i.e. a question you'd answer with yes or no. So it's like, is your favorite color blue? And you'd say yes or no. Then we have ma, which means what. That's usually without verbs. For example, ma ismuka, what is your name? That's not a verbal question, so I use the ma. Mada also means what? That's more common with verbs. For example, mada to read. What would you like? In that case, I use to read, the verb, so I use mada. Then ay, which means which. Man, which means who. Aina, which means where. And kaifa, which means how. Let's try it. If I had the sentence, Maha tadrus fi New York, Maha studies in New York, and I wanted to say, does Maha study in New York? I want to make kind of a yes or no kind of question out of it. So I'm going to use that hal. So I put hal in front. I say, hal Maha tadrus fi New York. And there you go. I have a question now. Let's contrast this with English. English is different. In English, I'm going to move my auxiliary verb. That's that word like is or are or am. So for example, the same sentence in English, Maha is studying in New York. If I wanted to ask if she's doing that, what do I say? Notice what I do. I say, is Maha studying in New York? And I swap the word order, right? This says Maha is. That says is Maha. So I changed it around. Let's take a look at one more example. Consider this sentence. Ya'mal walid Maha. The father of Maha works. Now why would you say that? You might say it if someone said, is he working? Is he unemployed? And fortunately he is working because he says Ya'mal walid Maha. Now what if I wanted to ask, where does he work? Is he working at the steel mill? Is he working at the police department? I'd pick one of these words down here. Let's not use hal this time. Let's use aina, meaning where. So I put aina in front of Ya'mal. I get aina Ya'mal walid Maha. Let's compare that with the English. On the English side, I say Maha's father is working to match the declarative sentence here. When I make it into a question about where though, notice what happens. I say, where is Maha's father working? Study that for a second. See if you can figure out what happened to the word order. Hopefully you caught, notice what we did. I had father is, and here I have is then father. The word order got swapped. So nice discussion here. In Arabic, pitch rise or word in front. English, changing the word order around. Let's wrap up with a quiz to see how well you got it. We've reproduced all the prepending words here. And here's a sentence on the right. How do you ask what Maha studies? That's our goal. And here's the answer to the question you're trying to ask. Tadrus al-adab al-Ingliziyya. Right, al-adab al-Inglizi. She studies English literature. So the question is, what question do you ask to get that as an answer? It's kind of like Jeopardy. Think about it. Hopefully, you came up with that guy. Mother Tadrus. What does she study? That's the end of our discussion of the question. Thanks for joining us.